Hey guys, just going to take a minute to tell you about our first podcast sponsor, Pinned Golf. Everybody knows the most important thing while you're playing is knowing how far away you are from the hole. Engineered with advanced tech and tour-level accuracy, you will never second-guess a club choice again. The new Ace rangefinder has the same performance as all those premium brands you'll find online or retail, but for a price that won't put a dent in the wallet. Go to www.pinnedgolf.com, that's Pinned golf.com, and use the promo code SCRAMBLE at checkout for $100 off your order. I mean, that's $100 that you can use towards our jacket picks. So go to pinnedgolf.com and get yourself an Ace rangefinder today and use the promo code SCRAMBLE. Pinned Golf, always dialed in. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 2 of the Scramble podcast. It is everyone's favorite first major of the year. It's the Masters episode. First of all, I'd like to say hello to my co-hosts and to our producer, Cam, Tim. How we doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, can't complain.
Yep, ready for this.
Can't complain. It's Masters week.
No complaints on Masters week.
You're not even allowed to be upset.
Oh, no. You try to find me a dad in America that isn't fired up for this week right now. Can't find one.
And if they are, I don't want to meet them.
No, exactly not. Producer Jay?
Yeah, I'm just fired up because of how fired up you guys are. To be completely honest, you guys got me pretty hyped for this. I'm ready. I'm pretty sure, Andy, would you say that your erectile dysfunction is cured during Masters Week? I would just like to congratulate you on the big week coming up.
Gone.
Yeah,
it does stink that on Monday it comes back, but
that's Monday's problem. We got a good weekend coming up.
That's right. I am excited to be here with you guys this week. It's one of my favorite golf weeks of the year. But before we get into that, I definitely want to mention that our social medias are up and they are live. On Twitter, we are at the Scramble_pod. And on Instagram, we are at the Scramble Pod, one word. You're going to want to follow those, start interacting with us, start tweeting at us, DMing us. Don't DM me too late at night. I don't know if my girlfriend will take too, likely to that. But before we dive into the Masters, you guys, we got to wrap up what was for a couple of guys that happen to like Jordan Spieth was a hell of a Sunday.
It was okay.
Oh, it was okay. He wins his first tournament since the 2007 British Open, which was, according to our math guy, Tim, 1,351 days ago.
Yes.
Tim, tell me about it.
Wow. Surreal that we did our first episode and Jordan won.
Oh, coincidence?
Like that was the craziest part about it. But no, that was awesome. And I think it immediately felt a little different than it did at Pebble, where he led going into Sunday. He never gave ground, and Charlie Hoffman turned it on Sunday. He was all over Jordan, behind him the whole way, and Jordan never gave an inch. I'm so excited for the momentum he has going into this week. Yep. At the course, he arguably plays the best.
Yeah.
When the trash man chipped that in, I saw Jordan's face because he missed that putt, and I'm like, this is where the wheels fall off. This is what's going to happen. This is where it starts.
And that was kind of a conflict of interest, but not really. I mean, if Charlie had won, I obviously gave that pick out. That was a much bigger payday. Doesn't come close to just the surreal moment of Jordan winning.
I was with my family because obviously it was Easter Sunday for those of you that celebrate that when Jordan got the win. And I don't think I paid attention to anyone, my screaming little cousins, my 2 drunk aunts and uncles. I was just staring at the TV, I think just smiling. Did I tear up? Look, I'll be honest with you, maybe.
I did.
It was so good to see him hold a trophy and when his wife Annie came over and gave him the hug, in just the 4 years, almost 4 years of horrible bets by me that never came to fruition. But more than that, a guy that definitely got down in the dumps. And I know I definitely wanted to talk about his post-game interview.
Yes.
Before we get into that, because I have comments too, I was impressed, to be honest. And if you guys don't know, I'm the anti-Spieth guy. And, Andy said he was not paying attention to his screaming cousins. I wasn't talking to anyone in the family. I was sitting on the couch at my girlfriend's house with 2 other guys and her uncle. and I had them all on the trash man train.
Oh,
I mean, they were screaming trash man. We were getting hyped for him. It was crazy. We woke a baby up screaming for the trash. When he chipped in, that baby was crying. I was like, I thought it was Jordan through the TV. It wasn't, unfortunately.
Cam just had all his little cousins throwing things away. Trash man, trash.
Oh, it was electric. It was really electric. But the post-round interview was good, and it wasn't like a tearjerker. It wasn't like Joel Dommins. It wasn't like a feel-good thing. It was more for me. It was professional. For me, it was professional. He acted like he should win that tournament, which he should have.
That was the biggest takeaway from me. And he literally said he's like, I thought I would be more emotional, but I just wasn't. He was emotional seeing his wife, obviously, but that's it. And that goes to show you where his mindset is. He wasn't just looking for a win. He's looking to play great golf and win the big ones. And I thought that was a huge, huge sign of good things to come, I think, from him.
Yeah, and with that win, his strokes gained on the field stats are going to be massive for the last 4 rounds there. So that's probably going to skew some of his Masters data. You can't measure momentum, but I'd say for sure that he has it. His biggest one was his strokes gained approach, arguably the biggest factor coming into Augusta. And a little tidbit that I heard on the Golf Channel this morning as we're kind of doing our little show prep, the putts inside 10 feet. Absolutely nails.
Didn't know that.
Didn't miss one on Sunday. Wow. Drilled him.
Yeah, 16 for 16. That's impressive.
Kind of wild.
Yeah, when you're watching it, like and you're rooting for the trash man, you need him just to push one.
Yeah, just lip out one and
just make it interesting. No, automatic all day.
And you know what doesn't worry me actually with him is, and I'm sure we'll talk about this every week, from now until forever, is that I'm not worried about him hitting a 2-footer. I'm not worried about him hitting a 10-footer. I'm only worried about like 5, 6, 7 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he hit all of them on Sunday. And to see him win, look, it brought me pure joy. Anybody that knows me. And, we'll get into our betting recap in just a second here. But we do have to talk kind of about a sad thing for the world of golf and for a guy that a lot of people like.
Ricky, in the last episode, I kind of thought that he stood a chance. I really did. He didn't start off great at all. What was he? I think he was like +3 or 4.
3 over.
Yeah, to start
Thursday, yep.
And but he came back strong. It was good. It was a good sign to see him finish strong, get a top 20, cash in a bet for your boy. Doing what he's got to do. But it is sad. No Masters for Ricky.
Yeah, it's tough. I'm not even encouraged by the weekend he had, just because it is like a weaker field. I don't know.
Something's got to give here.
I don't think he's anywhere close, which is sad.
No.
So.
His stats are kind of as follows. He's fine off the tee, average 67 strokes gained there. Every other stat though is 150th or more on tour. And I have a couple of good friends that are big Ricky Fowler fans, and they're just saying, when he gets a wedge in his hand inside like 150, 160 yards, no confidence right now.
Yeah.
And he's even switched to his old Cobra irons. He even came out with a new line of Cobra irons. I don't remember. I think that was like this summer or something like that. They're like darker colored or something cool. He doesn't even use them. He switched back. It's like a hockey player changing their curve in the playoffs. Look, it's panic mode. The putter's been weak at best. It does stink though. I do love watching Sunday Orange. Rick just crushing it. Usually, he's had some great Masters finishes, so it's kind of sad that we don't get to watch him. But the next thing on our Valero list is something Tim wanted to bring up. Phil.
Poor Phil, man.
Poor Phil. The guy's made enough money. But
it was day 1, I think, on the 18th where he carded a 10, and it was an ugly 10.
Something we would do.
Yeah, he hit. I think it was he hit his second shot into the hazard, drops in the drop zone. So much real estate. You just have to get it over a small creek, like 30 yards ahead.
Yep.
Doesn't get there. He tried like a flop shot, didn't reach the green, and from there it took like 6 more strokes to finish the hole. He gave up on like stroke 10. He just hit it onto green, said wherever it goes, it goes. But I think it just speaks to a larger thing about Phil. He's lost on the PGA Tour right now. If I was him, I would keep playing the senior tour events. He played his first one. He won by like 3 strokes, 4 strokes.
Yeah, but that's not. He's like in a weird like limbo. But he's way better than the old guys.
I don't even know. He can't. He could never drive. Now he's 50 years old, and he's like talking about like,
Hitting
I'm doing all these
bombs.
power drills to get. Dude, what are you talking about?
Hey,
You can't. That's not your game.
He's still out there grinding.
He's grinding. But I like Phil. I was just, I don't know.
I do too. Huge blow to the ego, I think, grabbing a 10, and then the announcers are just like finding different ways to say like, oh, he'll need to drop from here.
Yeah.
A tough job, but
Yep.
that was sort of our recap on Valero there, you guys. The Trash Man put in a hell of an effort. Jordan wins. Tough blow up hole for Phil. Another good couple of weeks for guys like Corey Connors. I think, let's get some recaps on how we did gambling wise, because after all, this is a gambling podcast.
Yeah. I'll start it off. I went 4 and 5. Not great, but my jacket pick hit.
Jacket baby.
And those are our locks of the week.
Yep.
And I wasn't worried at all about Ryan Palmer. Steady golfer.
Yeah.
Wasn't afraid. All around good. A little older, but that'll factor into the coming weeks if he keeps playing a bunch of tournaments in a row. My other losses were, I gave you guys a bunch of kind of obscure, maybe not Doug Gim, but obscure top 20 picks.
Dougie.
They all made the cut, and 2 of them finished in the T32, and one was like T27. But I'm not too upset about that. And then I also had, my co-host got me big into the Trash Man and couldn't fade it. So I played him top 20. That was good. And then Chris Kirk over Lanto Griffin also cashed in.
Nice. Yeah. I guess I'll go next. Trashman showed up big. And for those who didn't watch on Thursday, was 5 over.
Yeah.
In 15 holes. That's kind of when you start reevaluating, like, oh my God, I just started a podcast and gave out maybe the worst pick of all time.
Hey, we still love you.
And honestly, if he shot even par on Thursday, he probably would have won that tournament. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to think about that.
yeah, no, we're happy with Jordan. Yeah, so I ended up 7 units. I hit all 3 of my matchup bets, which was nice. I hit Spieth to win in top 5. My jacket pick hit 2. Hoffman top 20. I was a late birdie away from Christian Kirk top 5, which was like plus 600.
Yeah, that was
Some
big.
random guy from India. Who is that?
I don't know.
Akshay?
Birdied the 18th hole.
Or Anirban Lahiri?
Yeah, Anirban, yeah.
Dude,
He was literally...
not an Annabon fan. What was that?
Talk about another guy that needs to find a pair of pants to fit.
Yeah.
No
Literally.
kidding, dude.
I think he was like second to last in the power
He was the
rankings
second
going into Valero.
To last group too, and or maybe third to last.
And then
but
he was
just-
showing up on the first page of the leaderboard
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
one point. He got to 9 under.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
No, that 9 under wasn't fun for me. No, he's actually a pretty good golfer. They featured him a little bit on the coverage toward the end, but yeah. So I can't complain with up 7 units.
No, pretty good week
to start the week. Not as good as Mr. Andy over here.
Okay.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's no secret that I bet on Jordan to win, which is going to be massive for the Yuns there.
Did you do a full unit on him to win?
I did a unit and a half.
Okay, so that's what.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I was 7 and 5 for 19 units. So the Spieth win was massive. So I think my bread and butter going forward will probably be more matchup based instead of finishing position.
Yeah.
I got Jordan over Tony. My jacket pick, which I told people to take both ways because Sam Burns didn't even make the cut, which was Cameron Davis over Sam Burns. That was a couple of units. HV3, my mans over Andrew Putnam. W. Corey Connors over. I know Tim's guy, Abe Answer.
Woo.
Sorry, Corey Connors, dub. Things like that. Keegan over Lanto. I think the matchup things might be sort of my and we'll feel these things out as we go and we'll see where we fit in. I feel like you guys are nailing like the finishing position one. So
I feel way more comfortable doing that. I don't know why. The matchups, anything can happen on any given day. But I do want to say, watching golf while broadcasting your picks out to other people is wild.
Yeah.
it's very stressful.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing
But it
we're
feels
good at
good.
it, apparently.
Yeah.
Feels good. Yeah. Hey,
Through week 1.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Is it-
we'll keep it rolling.
is it bad that we came hot out of the gate? I mean,
No, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
3 for 3 on locks. That's got.
good for
that's,
yeah.
You
I'm
guys
no
have been on.
mathematician, but
Yeah.
that's 100%.
I would say that's pretty good. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. So that'll probably do it for our Valero wrap up, you guys. Thanks for listening to the show last week. Like I said, we'll have one out every week. And now to get into some sort of general golf news, which we're going to catch you up on every week. There was some wonky stories, you guys.
Yeah. I guess I'll kick it off. Callaway just signed their newest group of players, the Kardashians. So this story was sent to me because I don't follow any of them on anything.
Oh, don't lie to us.
No, I swear.
You don't.
I have
You
a
never
thing
watched the
against
show.
Kardashians.
Okay.
This is
You've never seen this.
anyway.
Yeah.
I've probably seen the show because my girlfriend loves the Kardashians. But anyways,
Yeah, they all do.
apparently they all got custom tour bags, custom golf carts, and custom clubs from Callaway, and they like tagged Callaway in the post, so it had to have been a sponsored post. So what's the plan with that promotion? Like, who are they targeting?
Females. You know,
Sure,
females
yeah,
overall.
females who were watching that show for the most part. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they don't play golf.
Is it boyfriends of viewers?
I don't, dude. I was so rattled by this, and I don't.
Those are nice bags.
you know
too.
what?
Wicked
I almost
nice.
have nothing to say about it, but dude, we're talking about tens of thousands of dollars in golf gear for like Sunday presents for the Kardashians.
Maybe, and this just kind of popped into my head. Maybe they're thinking like, all right, subliminally get it in like the girlfriends' heads that, hey, when you go to buy your husband or significant other that next set of clubs,
Oh,
Callaway clubs.
So genius. So it's a genius.
oh,
move.
okay. So hey,
I don't know.
You know what they say, what
I
is it,
can't. I can't speak for what's going on in
Actually,
that
you
boardroom.
brought up
but
a good
that's
point.
You know
Because I talked to my girlfriend about it like
Yeah.
5 different times.
exactly.
I was like, I like those clubs. I have some of those clubs.
Hey,
Maybe
what do
now
they
her
say?
wheels are spinning.
What's the saying? The devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder.
True.
Something like that.
True.
I like it.
Also,
Yeah, thanks, Alyssa.
Danny's got me woke to the Kardashians. This is their final season, so I'm assuming that has something to do with it. You know, trying to get a big promotion out.
Yeah,
I know
Oh,
Kim
yeah.
K wanted to be a lawyer, but now she's a golfer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How things change, man.
Wow, I actually weirdly know a lot
might even
about
be a
them.
more stressful path. I think she picked the one thing
Yeah,
more stressful
geez.
Yeah.
than law.
No
yeah.
kidding. Anyways,
We've given the Kardashians enough of our airtime, I think.
Please.
No more, Tim. You're good.
No, I'm all set.
All right. Well, for me, my biggest story was that John Rahm had his baby.
Yep.
Listen, dad strength is real. Dad power is real. And going into the Masters, I loved him going into the Masters. He's got great finishes overall at Augusta in his career. He's got a 7th, a 9th, and a 4th in his last 3 going. That is unbelievable. And I was a bit nervous that we were going to lose him. He's a good guy to watch on the golf course. I didn't think we were going to have him for the Masters. And then I was doing a little research about it. And in 2016, when Danny Willett won the Masters, he also almost didn't play because he was going to have a baby.
It's like really so rude of you to bring that up because you know who he beat, right?
Yeah, come on.
It doesn't matter.
Jordan.
He had baby power.
Yeah.
And now John Rahm has that baby power.
I just like watching John Rahm get angry,
Yeah.
blow up a little bit. It's my
Mhm.
favorite.
Imagine if he's just so focused now. I got to provide for this kid.
Yeah, but what if he goes soft now because he has a kid?
I mean, he's always a little chunky.
When was the baby born? Do we
It's
have
like
a date?
It's like over the weekend.
Like, is he at Augusta right now?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's fine.
He's ready to rock and roll.
He named his son Kepa, which is the name of the Chelsea goalie,
Yeah.
who stinks.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, he's not that good.
He's either focused or he hasn't slept in a week and is ready to fucking kill somebody.
what I was
Hey,
It's
that's what I'm leaning
It's going
towards.
one or the other.
Nope.
Like it's,
Nope.
Cam's giving that a hard no, so I
Yeah.
guess that's not a possibility.
And the sort of the last general news of the week is Brooks Koepka engaged to Jenna Sims. A common theme in golf is that once you get engaged or married, the game slips away from you. We've seen it with poor guy.
Spieth.
Seen it with Spieth. We've seen it with Ricky. You know, is Brooks the next guy? I'll tell you what, this week I'm not betting on him.
Yeah, I'm not betting on him only because do we even know if he's fully healthy? Like, I get the knee is good enough to go, I guess, but a specialist said 6 to 8 months. I get he's a superior athlete, I
Big
suppose,
dude, yeah.
but it's not even so much the swing. He's got to walk potentially 4 rounds on a bum knee.
Yeah.
That's going to catch up.
I think for me, I don't even care. I think an engagement for Brooks doesn't affect. He's just like I don't know.
Does he
I feel like
care about
that's-
anything?
I don't think he does. So I don't think that affects him. I'm worried about his health and his golf. Like I'm out on him for different reasons, but I almost feel like this is just a non-factor for Brooks. He probably just like engaged and then a minute later forgot about it and went on with his life.
So do you believe the hype of marriage ruining golf careers?
For
Or-
most people, Brooks Koepka I think is an exception.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue.
The next part, of our podcast is what you've all come here for. It is Masters Week, folks. It is a time where you get the best nap listening to Jim Nantz. You get the sights. You get the sounds of beautiful Augusta National. Oh. And I tell you what, I am full throttle excited for us and for the tournament. And I want to know what it means to you guys. Tell me about your feelings about this week.
All right, I'll kick it off. I guess it's not as much for me as other people just because I got into golf like later in life. It gives me a big time March Madness vibe in a sense that I'm going to have my monitors on the Masters. There's not going to be a lot of Outlook windows up.
If Tim's work is listening to this, he will be doing a lot of work.
I will be doing work. I will. Sure.
A lot of sales.
Yes,
a lot of sales.
And there's so many pools. That's got to be the funnest part about the majors. Is obviously betting is fun, but pools are so much funner for me.
Oh yeah, and you get I know that I have certain people that reach out to me.
Yeah,
and I don't even get texts from most of these people during the year.
It's just
but then you get you want to do a pool?
Yeah,
it's just like, yep.
Chain forwarded 5 different times for 5 different people. You have no idea who's running it. I'm in.
Yeah,
sure.
I don't even say yes. I'm just like, who do I Venmo?
Yeah, that's it.
Don't even ask. Venmo at, please.
Yeah.
I've also never won a pool.
Me neither.
Yeah, so I'm just in it for the love of the game, I think.
I've won a March Madness one, but not golf.
Humble brag.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean 2 March Madness ones if we keep count.
I wasn't keeping track.
No, I was just wondering because you seem curious. We can move on.
No, okay, fine. Yeah, for me, it's just the Masters is the start of the golf season. I mean, I remember as a kid going to my uncle's house for Easter and just plopping on the couch, watching those white caddy uniforms walk up and down the course. It's unbelievable.
Love it.
And for a big thing for me with the Masters too is just the exclusivity of it. Like, if you play golf, I mean, obviously some courses are out of your hands, but there's some courses that you're like, I don't care how hard they are, I just want to play them. Yeah. And that's one of them. And it is probably the hardest course to get it or even play at. You need to know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, or you're a pro.
Yeah, agreed.
So that just the exclusivity of it, and just the traditions and all that, just make it so fun.
I love that. I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat there. To me, it sort of signals the start of summer for me, because it's like the first, those guys are in shorts and it's like hot out and you get the crowds. It's the first big sporting event I probably get into before, the NHL playoffs or the NBA playoffs, because those are kind of, in a non-COVID year, those are around the corner. And look, the prestige of it, the dream of winning the Masters that all these guys have. I mean, because when you're a kid, like, and you're playing in the backyard, chipping around with your buddies, and you knock one in the bucket, it's the chip to win the Masters. Like, it's not the chip to win the waste management, even though for Charlie Hoffman maybe it was. Yeah. It's a tournament that it demands a lot of respect. It's difficult. It's a long weekend for these guys, but look, I think the event itself is so unique. No phones. Hey, you want to come? Phone in the bag. No pictures.
Yeah, they got the whole the par 3
contest.
Unbelievable. They got the drive, chip, and putt for the kids. Everything for the FTK for the kids. It's awesome.
It's the Super Bowl or the NBA championship or the World Series for golfers.
And do you think it's almost a shame that it's the first one of the year?
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
No,
not a shame, but
I think it gets people watching to start the season.
Yeah,
because otherwise, some of these smaller tournaments no one really pays attention to that much. But the Masters comes around and it's just full bore. Let's do this, and then it's a month apart, right?
Yeah. So I think the next one's in exactly a month or something like that.
So it gives you enough of a taste. People can dwindle away a little bit as they will, but then it's back. But the Masters is the one that kicks it off. I think it's important to kick it off.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, you have to kind of have the Masters first just because of the conditions of the course that they wanted in. Like last year, I mean, we'll get into that in a little bit, but it's got to play tougher now than it would in November. Yeah,
and I'm excited for Jim Nantz. I'm excited for Nota Begay, Peter Costas, all the guys. Look, shout out to them. I'm sure they're listening at home. But look, it's a great crew that does it. CBS, ESPN, they do a nice job splitting up the days. I'm excited to watch this. and something that actually just happened. I think it's tonight.
It is tonight.
Well, we're recording on Tuesday for those of you at home. It's tonight, which is the Champions Dinner, which my friend Tim over here was very excited to talk about.
Yes.
If you want to tell me about DJ's dinner?
Yeah. So this is not a dinner I would be happy to eat, but I guess to each their own.
Does it shock you though that this is DJ's dinner?
I guess not. Not even a little bit.
I guess not. I don't. So, all right. So how it works is you basically have 2 appetizers, 2 first courses, 2 family style sides, 2 main courses, and 2 desserts. And the previous winner gets to obviously pick what they want on the menu. So DJ picks as his appetizers, pigs in a blanket and lobster and corn fritters. What are lobster and corn fritters?
It's like fried cornbread sort of situation.
It's like an open-faced cornbread with the lobster probably on the top.
Yeah, I would imagine. I'm imagining they're going to make it nice, but I am genuinely...
Pigs in a blanket.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to swing that one. He was probably just too busy doing booger sugar with Pauline on vacation this past week. Just like, oh shit, I forgot to make my fucking menu.
Yeah.
Pigs in a blanket. I like those little things.
I honestly respect the fuck out of the... is this a swearing show?
Yeah, we can swear.
Yeah, you
All
can
right,
swear.
perfect. The pigs in a blanket I actually have the utmost respect for.
Oh, me too.
They're awesome.
It's probably like, Paulina, I love those little pigs.
What are those little wieners you stick
I
in
could
those
eat like
buns?
50 of them. Yeah, give me a plate
You
of
probably
them.
literally could eat 50 of them. All right, so then we move on to the first course, house salad or Caesar salad. I mean, it's just kind of standard stuff. The sides, mashed potatoes and spring vegetables, standard.
I mean, so
course-
far, it's a meal that a college kid could make.
Oh, 100%. That's probably like...
Well, that's his brain
what he
level
eats at home.
at this point.
The only is the part you haven't gotten to yet. Sorry,
Yeah.
I keep cutting you off.
No, you're good. Filet mignon and then miso marinated sea bass for the main course. That's nice.
Yeah.
So like we went from, so you can you have, it's like going to a nice steakhouse and ordering pigs in a blanket for an appetizer and then I'll take your nicest filet. Something doesn't add up, but that's fine. And then dessert, peach cobbler and apple pie with vanilla ice cream. Good Southern boy right there.
Yeah.
Love pie.
You got to keep we're in Augusta.
Yeah.
We're in the heart.
Yeah.
I think a fun thing to do is, and we're going to put this on all our social medias, our Twitter, which is at the Scramble_pod, and our Instagram, which is at the Scramble Pod, and we're gonna put up a little poll here. A fun thing that the 3 of us did was we made our own master's dinner, and we're gonna share those with you guys. I know you're really excited to hear about that. Cam, how about you?
I'll
get
start
us
it
going
off.
here.
All right. So I kind of went with a mix of try to find Southern stuff / what do I enjoy eating. So my apps, I went with Nashville hot chicken sliders.
Ooh.
Which I just sort of created in my head, but they sound friggin' delicious. You know what I mean? Just a little something. It's better than pigs in a blanket. You know, it's just a thought. And then pork jalapeno poppers.
Wow.
Yeah. I really thought about this.
Yeah, I did too, but keep going.
There's one thing you didn't think about clearly, and that's having to go to the bathroom in the course. Because I'm hearing your meal. That is, you are building quite the
luckily,
situation in the gut.
Luckily, Wednesday's a practice round.
Yeah,
I don't know how
right.
spaced out the porta potties are for these guys.
Jalapeno poppers. And all that.
Yeah. And then I for the starters, it's kind of hard. Like I assumed you had to stick towards the salad situation.
Yep.
So I literally just Googled what's a Southern salad because I don't know how I don't know what to go with that. I found a cornbread salad that looked pretty good. It almost was basically just like a garden salad with cornbread sprinkled on top. Okay. And then I just went with my classic French onion soup. I love that stuff.
French onion soup.
French onion soup is delicious.
Bomb.
I prefer mozzarella cheese on the top though.
Instead of the Gruyere.
But I don't know how to say it.
That's
for Victor Perez. That's not for
something
me.
you shouldn't be saying.
Yeah, wow.
No. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then
Hey, ad police, if you're listening.
then my sides were hush puppies, which I don't know if you guys have had those.
That's a no from me.
It's a big Southern thing. They're like little fried cornbread balls. They are delicious.
So far, you've just loaded me up with corn.
I did. And then I did fried okra as my other one.
We gotta weigh these guys after this.
Fried okra.
Yeah.
All right.
Okra is bomb. If you ask me what it is, I don't know. It's sort of like a cucumber-ish, but not. And I really can't describe it, but they're really good fried.
Okay. And your mains?
For my mains, I got smoked brisket and blackened salmon. I kind of stuck with DJ's one fish, one meat situation. And then dessert, I just did apple crisp because for barbecue, a little apple crisp after would be delicious. And then, you guys like Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
I was like, any sort of way to make a Chick-fil-A peach summer milkshake fancy, should be what they do. And or they could just hit Chick-fil-A.
Or they could just get
Chick-fil-A
those.
is
Yeah.
fucking delicious.
Those
But
are delicious as they are. Yeah.
yeah, that's what you're eating if Cam wins Augusta.
All right, folks, make a note of that. Tim, your dinner?
Okay. Now I'm looking at this. A lot of my critiques are just going to apply to my own, but here we go. Starters, charcuterie board.
Bomb. Yeah, bomb.
And that's a crowd pleaser.
It is.
So that's for everybody else. And then chicken
Love
wings.
that.
The ultimate appetizer.
What kind of chicken wings? That's pretty vague.
Assorted. There can't be one flavor.
So a gold fever?
Gold. I mean, if we're living in a perfect world, the 99 delivers about 1,000 gold fever wings.
Yeah.
And that's where I am for the whole night. But yeah, no, gold fever a bomb. Sweet chili, really good. Buffalo barbecue, you know the deal.
Yep.
First course, Caesar salad, the king of salad, or chili.
Oh.
I love chili.
Oh.
Okay.
Sides aren't making a lot of sense based on
Seems as
what I
if we're
just
having
said.
some.
Garlic bread.
Oh.
Love
okay.
garlic
Is that
bread.
a side? Is that count as a
Yeah,
side?
it is.
I think
a
you
little
can
side
count
for
it
my
as a
main
side,
course.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I try to pair things up, so you can either take one or two routes here. And then baked beans. So hear me out.
You're gonna be shitting your pants. My meal was bad.
Yeah. Cam's gonna be the porta potty. That's gonna be slamming on the door trying to get in.
Oh, you ever had baked beans on a cheeseburger?
No.
Try that out.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Main course, ribeye.
Oh,
Favorite kind of steak.
there we go.
There you go.
Bone
chicken
in or
parm.
out?
Bone in.
Okay. Try to check.
Or chicken parm. So my thought is you pair the chicken parm with the garlic bread
Oh.
and you pair the ribeye with the baked beans. Trust me. Or
Okay.
you don't have to.
Okay.
And then dessert, cheesecake. Classy. I love cheesecake. And then chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh.
For a guy like Fred Couples, I think he likes chocolate cookies.
I
feel like
actually like that.
I feel like a lot of the guys are just like simple enough to be like, yeah, just like cookies.
Yeah,
That's it.
you know DJ's going right for the cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him the cheesecake.
He's probably just gonna eat the garlic bread.
All right, folks. Tim throwing his hat in the ring with that. I'm going with so I went. I've noticed a theme. I think I went Italian.
Okay.
So based on what you guys have said, so for apps we're going tomato, basil, salt, a little olive oil on something on a little something small that you can eat, and as well as stuffed peppers, little stuffed peppers.
Ooh,
those are bomb.
Very good.
For starters, an antipasto. I mean, I think and a spinach and artichoke dip that comes with freshly made pitas.
Have to be fresh.
Yeah,
That's
like
important.
hot pita
All right.
to dip in there. For our family style sides, I went with garlic mash with. Make sure people know this with the chunks in it. Like it's not just mashed; it's got some chunks.
Smashed.
Really?
I think that's smashed.
Is that
you're-
technically smashed?
you prefer the lumps in the
Yes,
mashed potatoes.
yes.
Interesting.
A little bit of
I'm a
both.
no lump guy, but that's interesting.
Do you do
I'm a
chunky
no
or
lump
smooth
guy.
peanut butter?
Chunky.
Yeah, chunky all day.
Yeah, like super chunk.
Yeah.
And my other side is baked zucchini.
Ooh.
Little bread baked zucchini. My mains, we went with a lobster gnocchi in a champagne sauce.
Wow,
All
bougie.
right.
And a filet with house greens over a cauliflower puree.
Okay,
Because
your meal is legit.
No, so you have class. Me and him are just like
Well, see, I kind of took what I saw DJ do, and I was like, that's too simple. I want a decadent meal. For dessert, it's gelato, salted caramel or vanilla bean, or a chocolate molten cake that when you poke it, like the chocolate like
oozes
falls out.
out, yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
I kind of have a bonus question here because I saw Tiger's tweet and he's just pissed that he cannot
he can't
run.
go- yeah.
He cannot run the tab up on DJ. What do you think they're drinking?
oh my god.
Oh.
Literally depends on the
What do you think they're drinking? Because it's Tuesday, they don't have to play yet. Do you think they're getting lit?
Yeah, no, I've seen interviews. They say they get after it. Like the winners get after it.
So what do you
Really?
think? What do you think they're doing?
I don't know.
It's got to be whiskey rocks, tequila.
Bubba's
shit like
drinking
that.
just shots of gin.
I was thinking Budweiser for Bubba,
Ooh.
just like Bud Heavy.
It's just a
Yeah,
PBR.
he
Just
definitely
something
crushes.
just horrible.
Danny,
I'd be interested to see what the older guys are drinking.
Fred Couples definitely drinks an old fashioned.
Oh, dude, just pour the whiskey on the ice, or forget the ice.
Yeah.
Just whiskey.
Neat.
They might even give him the bottle.
thanks.
I've been here before.
So that'll do it for our Masters dinners, guys. I'm sure that took up way more of your time than you wanted to, but you're gonna go vote, and the winner is gonna be announced next week on our podcast.
Yep.
So the next kind of thing we wanted to talk about before we dive into our bets, I promise the bets are coming, you guys. We just wanted to outline a Masters performance that is memorable for all of us. Everybody has one, whether you're a golf fan or not. You remember a Masters win, when you were a kid, or maybe you just got into golf. Everybody sort of has that weekend they remember about the Masters. You guys can kick it off. I want to hear some real things that stick out in your mind.
For me, it was Bubba in 2012.
Sick tournament, by the way.
It was a good tournament. He started Sunday, 3 off the lead. He was playing with Louis, and then he just sees Louis, who at this point, like, I didn't really know who he was. I'm like, how do you even say this guy's name? Who is he? But he's nasty.
Little did you know he would be hanging around in every tournament ever for the rest of time.
Yeah, literally. And then you just watch your playing partner double eagle the second hole. You're like, all right, I'm not going to catch this guy. But little did you know, he just rips off birdies on 13, 14, 15, and 16 to force the playoff. And then his tee shot goes way left. Louis in prime position. And he does on purpose what we all do by accident, and just a hook 40 yards around some trees right onto the green.
That was a pine straw, right? That was off.
Yeah, it was just
not the good grass.
Can't even, like, I know he's obviously did it on purpose, but like, did he? Like, I don't even, like, did he think it was going to end up that good? I don't know.
He's so good at shot shaping, though, I think.
Like his whole game.
His whole game, yeah.
But yeah, no, for me, that was it. Bubba getting that W was awesome. And then he got a hover cart, golf cart. His life peaked at that moment.
Was that, so I mean, I really wasn't watching golf back then, but I do remember a video of him in like a Waffle House at like 1 a.m. Was that after that?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he just went off.
I love
Bubba. He has a good
That's
time.
Awesome.
Yeah. Tim?
Yeah, so for me, I mean, going off what I just kind of said, I wasn't a huge Masters fan. I think probably 2018, 2017 was like the first one I really paid attention to. So my best memory is easily Tiger in 2019. That was awesome. I mean, that's such a cliche answer, but it's the truth.
I think that's something everybody's going to remember as well.
Yeah.
I mean, especially the 12th hole was iconic.
Everything he did on that round was pretty iconic.
Yeah. I remember, so Tony Finau tells a pretty funny story in a podcast. He said, he tried to make conversation with Tiger during that last round, just, to ease his own nerves. Yeah. And he said, like, hey, Tiger, how are the kids? And Tony's like, he looked at me and said, they're fine. And you could tell in his eyes, like, this is Tiger using go mode. Like, this is not the nice guy Tiger. He's winning the Masters. So that, I think hands down, that was it for me.
Yeah, the Masters I most remember is going to be 2013. We're college freshmen. Everything is new. We're young in the world. We're living in our bubble. It's Adam Scott in 2013 in the light rain. I just remember Jay Day blowing the lead on Sunday. A playoff between Adam Scott and one of my favorite people, not just golfers, people on the planet, Miguel Angel Jimenez.
Oh, he's a beast.
Yeah, he is.
It's one of the best I've ever seen. Me and some buddies, we were just sitting in our dorms, just drinking beers. Didn't even think about like the history of what it was. But to me, it's like when I think of the Masters, I remember that run at the end. Adam Scott winning the playoff, which lasted, I believe, 3 holes. I wish I probably should have written that down. And the picture that they have of him from behind with his hands, like after he sinks like a 9-footer to win, of just the light rain and all the photographers in front of him and him with the arms in the air. It was my laptop background for the rest of college. It was
That's awesome.
Unbelievable. And that was when I kind of started loving Adam Scott. Sweet swing on that guy.
Yeah. The 18th hole at Augusta is, I mean, you can argue it's the most iconic finishing hole of any course on tour.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think's more iconic, that or Pebble?
Augusta. It's got to be Augusta. For tradition.
Yeah, because you're playing a major at Augusta. You're not playing a major at Pebble.
True.
This week, we want to dive, before we dive into the bets, the last thing we're doing is we're going to talk about what is important betting on the Masters this week. Tim?
Yeah, so my info's, I mean, I had some stats that were a little bit different than you guys' key stats, but the general consensus is shots gained around the green, approach, and putting. It's not an overly long course. I mean, Bryson last year with the par 67, yeah.
And then he ate
Tough luck,
shit.
buddy.
That was awesome.
So, yeah, players, I think the overall thing here is you need all of your game tuning up at the right time to win it.
Agreed.
Augusta.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just such a tough course all around. So, yeah, those are going to be the 3 that most people are looking at. Shots gained around the green, approach, and putting.
and I'm sure a lot of people, if you follow golf, you're aware that the last one, the COVID Masters, was totally different. That course was totally different. I'm sure we're just rehashing this, but that course was soft. Balls were sticking near the hole wherever you put it.
Mud
and
balls.
According to Twitter, or at least, everyone's saying that this course is playing fast,
which is how they want it to play. Like in November, putting on a green in November in Augusta and putting on a green now in Augusta is not even
night and day.
Same sport. It's wild. And not just the fastness of the green, but the course itself. It just looks different. It's April, not November.
Yeah, the pictures they have of the November one with like the fog rolling, and you're not getting that now.
No.
The course being that fast and hard is gonna mean everybody, like you said, is gonna bring the best parts of their game. Amen Corner is gonna be where things get dicey. Who's gonna come out of there 1 under? Like not even like who can make the 1 or 2 birdies there to come around the corner. And that's pretty much our analysis here of what we like. I know Tim, you're gonna kind of bring us into our betting segments.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it. I know we all got a lot of bets though. Yeah. So everybody at home,
strap in.
Yeah, buckle up.
It's one thing I'm trying to look at is I don't know how I'm gonna keep that 70% up. Well, I guess I could just pick the outright winner every week. That would be sick. But maybe don't have like 10 outright bets. That's probably not gonna do the trick. But yeah, no, this is exciting. I mean, I probably risk 4 times as many units on the Masters as I do as any other tournament. The pool picks add up quick.
Yep.
But yeah, let's get into it. Andy, why don't you start us off? Who do we like and what are we betting?
All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 full tournament bets, a couple top 20s, a couple top 10s, and a couple of top 5s for you guys. Obviously, these will all also go out on social media. The only picks you guys have to tune in for is going to be our jackets, which we'll get into after this. But first one I like is Morikawa over Hovland, even for a unit. I think Colin's game is sick right now. He's bringing all 3 facets. Everything is trending in the right direction. And Victor, short game, struggles. Augusta, probably not the place to try to figure that out. I like Cam Ricciardi's guy, Cam Smith, over Tyrrell Hatton, minus 135 for a unit. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but he played well last time. All of his stats are trending in the right direction.
I don't think Tyrrell Hatton's in form for Augusta. I'm totally fine with picking almost anyone.
Yeah.
I actually have 2. I also have Webb Simpson over Tyrrell for actually minus 1.5. You can take it both ways, you guys, if you want at home. I just went for the less juice, minus 120 for a unit. Shout out to my guy Paul Mulvey, who is hopefully listening. I got Brian Harmon over Dylan Fratelli, minus 130 for a unit. Dylan Fratelli's game stinks right now. Guy can't putt. He's the worst putter in the field right now. Wow. Strokes gained putting.
We're gonna have some controversy.
All right.
Yes,
sounds good. The other matchup I got is Jordan Spieth over Rory, both ways. Boom. I like money line. I like minus 1.5. I am putting 2 units on those.
Wow.
Into the top 20s we go. I got DB straight vibe and Danny Berger minus 110 for a unit, and I got Corey Connors plus 160, which I think is thanks for the juice, 1 unit. On that, into my top 10s, I got Xander Schauffele plus 140. He's not gonna win the thing, but he'll be there. So top 10. That's my opinion. And another Webb Simpson, sort of a long shot. Did half a unit on plus 240 for a top 10 out of Webb Simpson. I have 2 top 5 bets, and I promise I'm done after this. I got Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas both at plus 180, both for a unit. And as we do every week, I got a unit on Spieth to win.
Fair enough. All right, I'll go. I'll just start out with my outrights.
Okay.
I got 3.
Okay.
The first one being Jon Rahm.
Boom.
This is not only is his form great, like as I previously said at Augusta.
He's got an offspring.
Yeah, we got. I'm more the feel guy, and not only do his stats back it up, but I'm all behind the just had a baby hype train.
Okay.
I don't know how you can fade that.
I don't know how you can use that as a positive.
Yeah, I think it's a negative.
I couldn't think less. Reading that Danny Willett stat, I already thought it, but when I read that Danny did the same thing, it just eased my mind of total fear.
Okay.
You guys, Tim looks like he's a major problem.
I don't even understand it. Danny Willett was like, what was his odds in that tournament? Danny Willett is not.
He was like bottom 6 odds to win that.
Yeah.
John Rahm's like top 3.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that?
This is, I don't know.
Fair enough. No. Okay.
No,
let me just.
That's what we're here for.
Let me just continue.
Yeah.
And then I got JT outright. He is just.
I like that.
I think the only other person right now that you can argue is as hot as him is Spieth, which.
God, did that hurt coming out of your mouth?
It hurt. It did. It didn't feel good. But I think JT's in just a bit of a sharper form. He took the week off before this to get ready, and I
do like that pick though.
He's ready to roll.
JT's playing good.
It's hard to say a negative thing about.
No, he doesn't have a negative thing going in his game right now. And then the other outright I have is what Andy already played is my man Berger. There will be 0 McDoubles from him this entire weekend. Tell you that.
No double bogeys.
No double
McDoubles.
Bogeys? What do you want to put on that?
No McDoubles. You guys can.
You'll
set
buy
the line.
us
I'll buy you McDoubles.
All right.
If he gets a double.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deal.
Okay.
He's gonna ball. He's an all around solid golfer. It was plus 3,500 for him to outright win. You just gotta love that.
That's a few McDoubles.
You just I'll get you guys unlimited McDoubles. He's not gonna do it. And I'll stat check this in a second, but he's in the top 3 on tour avoiding 3 putts, which
I love that.
the last multiple master winners have had under 2 or 1 3 putts.
Great stat.
That's a sick stat.
It's just what it is. I had to find a way to back my man.
I love Danny Berger.
I had to find a way to back my man.
I love it.
All right. So to get into other bets, I kind of, Augusta comes around. Everyone is ready to just throw money at stuff. And there's those props that aren't available for any other tournament.
Okay.
So the first one I'm taking is the winning margin being 1 stroke.
Ooh.
Plus 250. Winning by 1 stroke is plus 250.
That may get added to me.
Yeah.
That might get added. So see the greens.
I'm clicking the
They said the
pen.
greens
Yep.
were hard. The greens were fast. I think this is going to come down to a Sunday end around. Somebody has to make a shot.
Yep.
And 1 stroke being plus 250 honestly didn't make sense to me. So I'm throwing a unit on that.
Dare I say playoff?
Could be.
Ooh.
I would love a playoff.
It's on the
Is
card.
that yeah? Just
on the card.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then kind of against what Andy said, since 2008, there has been 2 South African winners. And I am loving throwing a winning South African player at plus 3,300. Bazoot, I don't even know how to say his name. Christian Bezuidenhout and Dylan Fertilli. For me, I think
we're so sorry about that, you guys. If that we butchered your name,
we know, everyone knows who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Why don't you come on the podcast so we can make up for it?
Dude, you
Do
think
some koozies.
Dylan Fertelli can put together an Augusta?
I don't know.
Okay.
But he could.
I mean, he could. He's a Texas guy. Hook him.
Yeah.
Plus, a U.S. winner was minus 150.
Yeah.
That's a little cliche.
Looking for value. Yeah.
I'm looking for value.
Sure.
And
Okay.
then we're going to go with the debutantes here. And I got Tyler Strafacci making the cut. This dude has won North and South Amateur in July, and he won the U.S. Amateur this past year. I'm not asking him to do top 20, top 50. I'm just saying, top 50 makes the cut, but just
play on Saturday.
Just play on Saturday. That's all. It was plus 350 for him to make the cut, which
pretty good.
I loved. And then we're going to go with some of my finishing position bets. So I got Max Homa at top 30 at plus 125.
Ooh, you guys top 30?
I didn't. DraftKings has that.
Oh, okay.
DraftKings has top 30.
Okay.
I got it at plus 125. 30 just feels like a safe number, and he's playing good golf right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I got Will Zalatoris, top 20. That was plus 188. 14 of his last PGA events, he's got 8 top 20s, a 21, a 22, and a 28.
Okay. Can we talk about Willie Z?
We could talk about Willie Z for a second. Let's break it down.
I think he scares me because he's new. Because this is his first.
No one's ever won, but
I know, but when I was taking a look, betting anyone this week, I think anything that involved him, even though he had good odds on things,
Yeah.
And he was favored over a bunch of guys. Scared me. I didn't want anything to do with it. Maybe I'm crazy. Back me up.
Let me just back it up for a second. So the biggest thing when you're betting golf is you're looking for strokes gained, right?
Yeah.
So overall strokes gained, he ranks 12th on tour. Approach, we were talking, approach is going to be big.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's ranked 5th.
Yeah. His stats
Tee to green 4. His stats are backing this up. I'm not afraid to bet him top 20, even though it's his first time at Augusta.
All right. Putt. Love that. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I feel like people have been talking about Will Zalatoris for a year.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't won anything. I mean, he had a top 10 at API, 15th at the Genesis, 21st at the Players. I don't know. I don't understand why people are picking him over other guys in his sort of a category. I think Max Homa's a better bet than Will Zalatoris.
I agree.
Do you think I should move him up to Max Homa top 20 or keep it?
I'm not telling you what to do.
Hey, it's your card.
I'm telling you what I do.
We're just talking.
Yeah, we're just having a
chopping it up.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just one guy that was +7 units talking to one guy that was +1. Just chopping it up.
We're just chopping it up. That's all right. And you can thank Spieth for all that success.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I will, and I'll hopefully thank him again this week.
Yeah. And then I have to follow my guys. I don't want to. I really don't want to.
There he goes.
I have to say it for the pod. I'm anti this guy to death. Jordan Spieth, top 10. Somehow it's +125.
Yeah.
There's just it's way too much value for that. I almost don't want him to do it. I'm almost willing to just lose that bet for my own happiness.
Yeah.
But it just makes too much sense for the way he's playing right now. It just really does. My last top 20 is Cam Smith. Andy hit on it.
Love him.
I love him this week. I love his style.
I love his stash.
Everything about the guy, I'm behind. Every single thing.
Yep.
And then two more just random bets that you really can't make on anything is I have DeChambeau. I wish this was for the whole tournament, but they only offer the first round, and I have DeChambeau to eagle in the first round at +400.
Whoa.
It's a little wild, but I think he's grown up a tiny bit. I'm not going to say he's, a properly behaving adult, but
he hasn't talked shit about the course yet.
He hasn't talked shit yet. He hasn't said it's par 67. I'm a friggin' beast. He hasn't done that.
Okay.
But maybe he figures that out and he actually plays it like a par 67. And for him, if there's anyone that's going to hit it close enough to get an eagle, it's going to be him. And +400 is sort of crazy. I wish it was for the whole tournament, like I said, but It's not.
I think that he's not even going to, I think he's going to throw out that par 67 thing and realize it's a normal golf course and he can't just overpower Augusta.
No, he can't.
He's still going to be longer than everyone else. Just use that to your advantage.
Which I kind of think he's doing.
Keep it in the fairway, dude. You can do it.
I think he can do it.
Yeah, I agree.
And speaking on that, did you guys see that video that came out about him today? Where he just Vijay Singh stopped practicing.
That's a huge factor in one of my bets.
Vijay Singh was just not even playing golf at all. He's just like, I'm just going to watch this guy.
Yeah.
Just go for it. And then the last bet that I have is the winner to par the 72nd hole.
Oh, I like that.
I like that you got these props going. I really got to dig deeper into those. But hey, stick to my matchup guns.
I only went out for the wild bets because of the Masters.
Yeah. Hey, that's what we're here for.
Tim, what do we got on your card?
Here?
Oh boy. All right. It's a long one. All right. So I'll start off with my fun props actually, because they're right in front of me. Yes to a playoff, half a unit, +350. Why not? COVID year, dramatic. Give me a playoff.
Spieth's back.
Spieth playoff with Patrick Cantlay. I'm just saying it out loud. If you can do that somehow, you can bet that. Can you bet that?
There's a bet. I found it on DraftKings. It's like, I forget the name of them, but you can bet the first and second place in the order.
Odds are probably 1 billion to 1. I mean, I don't know, $5. Why not? Anyways,
Starbucks money.
Yep.
Yes to a hole in one because I enjoy fun and excitement. Half a unit. It's -170. So
what?
We're rooting for hole in ones. Apparently they happen all the time.
That's just wild. It's -170.
Last year there was
last year.
There was a couple, but before that I feel like it wasn't that common, right? 170. I feel like they're boning you.
I know, that's a lot of juice.
They could have done -300, dude. I'm taking that bet every time.
Love hole in ones.
Yeah, why not? So, all right, I'll go into my matchups. This is going to be a unit each. First one, Bernard Langer over Vijay Singh. Battle of the old guys. Or slaughter of one. Vijay Singh is not here to play golf, guys. You saw the video. He's watching Bryson on the warm-up, the driving range. Bryson is nuking golf balls, and VJ Singh's just standing there like he's never seen this before.
I think I gotta put that on our socials. VJ Singh is not here to play golf.
No, he's not. He's here to have fun. Bernard Langer, probably running 5 miles.
Yeah.
Every morning before the Masters. That guy came here to compete.
I
love Bernard Langer.
Too,
he is,
isn't he?
He is, and he's in unbelievable shape for his age. It's crazy.
Let's get him on the pod. Bernie, get on here, will you?
We love you, man.
You handsome
German.
devil.
I'm German.
Yeah.
We got. He's German, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, he is German. I found the odds for that finish plus 27,000.
So you heard it here on the Scramble.
Yep.
Plus 27,000.
Plus
Imagine the
27,000.
traction we would get like all over the internet if you called that and hit that.
You know what? I'm gonna put $100 on it. How much does that pay?
27K.
27K. I'm actually gonna do that. I'll print the ticket. Why not?
All right.
And then all right, another matchup: Cameron Champ over Gary Woodland. This is gonna be a controversial one.
Nope.
Champ's plus 120. So Gary's gonna be a popular pick because of last week. It seems like he found something. I think he's still a long way away. He saved a couple of bad holes with some really good long putts. And I think this course fits Cam Champ well. Cam started out, I don't think he was 5 over at one point on Thursday. He finished 5 under or 2 under total, 5 under on Sunday. I think Cam Champ found something. Cam Champ is super talented.
Oh, yeah.
He had so much hype for a few years there. It's kind of weaned off. I understand why. He's got a lot of work to do with his mid irons and his approach and his putting. Pretty much everything but the driving. But
the putting needs work.
Oh yeah, the putting is
That's by far his worst.
Yeah. I mean, he's been out of sync for a while now, but I actually like that value. I think this course is better for Cam. I think that people who drive it a long distance have a big advantage at Augusta. Some of those long irons, and you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my second one. Honest Abe answer over Billy Horschel. Abe is minus 125. Billy's got a little momentum because of the match play. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not match play golf.
No, it's not.
So good luck to Billy. I don't think that. I think this bet should have been longer odds, honestly, but I love that bet. Abe plays well here. I'll get into that a little bit more.
Yep.
And then I actually have Bryson over Rory. It's evenish depending on your book, but
dude, I think everybody should smash whoever Rory's playing. Honestly.
yeah,
He's my biggest
it's tough
fade.
right now.
I don't
man.
think he's got it this week. I don't think he's got it last week, and he doesn't have it next week.
It's just the approach, dude. He can't.
Can't do it.
Approach game is terrible right now.
I we all probably did this. I had like 4 bets that I crossed off and re-put on and crossed off again, and it was whoever was playing Rory for me.
Yeah.
That's why I took Jordan both ways. I was like, you know what? I'll just stick to one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did the same thing. I was just looking for ways. Like, I was trying to find a way that I thought Rory could win a matchup, and I just didn't. It just never happened.
And it sucks because I like him. I like him.
I would love for him to
Rory's
get
a
the green
super
jacket.
likable guy.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who doesn't like. Last week I said he stinks. That's not true. I'll hand up, not true.
No.
Take it back.
He's a great golfer, and when I say like his his approach is bad right now, it's still better than most of the guys on tour.
Yeah.
It's just not Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
No.
But
It ain't chubby Rory either.
no,
it's
We'll
not.
never get Chubby back, which is tough.
You never know.
Was that your whole card, Tim? You got more?
Oh, let's get into the outrights.
Yep.
We got like 12 more units to go here. All right. So half unit each for the outrights. My favorite bet of the week is Jordan, but that doesn't count. It's Daniel Berger, 40-1. I don't understand this number at all. He's 6th in the field in strokes gained total.
Mhm.
He's in good form. He won at Pebble like, I don't know, a couple starts ago. Now it was a couple months ago. His game's at a good spot. The odds don't match the form or the caliber player. Daniel Berger's longer odds than a couple guys he just clearly shouldn't be. So that's my favorite bet of the week.
I was looking, a lot of people do DraftKings. I'm not a big DraftKings guy, but I know for the Masters, a lot of people do that. I kind of thought he would be in like the 9,000 to 8,000 range.
Yeah.
I think he's high 7s, which I feel like that doesn't make sense to me.
No. I mean, Terrell Hatton's ahead of him. Patrick Reed. Well, Patrick Reed's a defending champion, I guess. Tony Finau, who is, I don't know. He's in trouble. Webb. I just don't understand the odds. I think there's value there. I don't know if he's going to win it, but he's certainly good enough to. And at these odds, I'll take it. Next outright, Patrick Cantlay. it's like half gut pick, half stats.
Mm-hmm.
He's so solid in every aspect of the game, and I think that's important at Augusta, more than almost any other course. He's gaining strokes everywhere. His tee to green play is outstanding. I think he's ready for a breakthrough, and that is kind of the same boat I'm in with Xander.
Dude.
He gets that sort of rap that Tony does, can't win,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
And I get that. I mean, he's gaining the fourth most strokes in the field. He's surprisingly long, too. I don't think people understand. Like, he's almost close to the top 30 in driving distance on tour, which is, again, something I think is important here. I don't know. Cantlay and Xander are in the same boat for me. My betting strategy for any major is the field is so jam-packed with good guys.
Mm-hmm.
I almost never pick like the top 5 unless I'm really confident in one.
I know, same here. I kind of hated that I was like all over Jordan and JT.
Yeah.
But
How do you can't ignore it.
that's what I'm saying. Typically, I would.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be wrong.
But the margin is so much
You know
smaller.
what I mean?
Yeah. I just think that the margin is smaller between these guys at the top than, Jordan playing at the Valero.
Yeah.
That's what I tend to avoid.
Mm-hmm.
And then my longer shot, Abe Answer. Man, is this a gut pick, but I love it. 4 top 25s in the last 4 starts. He had a 13th last year, but I think people will see that and not understand the Sunday he had. So he was 10 under on Sunday. He shot 4 over. He shoots even par on Sunday. He's tied for 4th with Justin Thomas. So I think there's a crazy amount of value there at 80 to 1. Do I think he's going to win it? Probably not, but I think it's worth having the ticket. And then I got 2 units on Jordan. And I could talk about him all day, but I just have like 2 things to say. 1, he is second all-time in strokes gained per round at the Masters among people who have played 20-plus rounds. Only person he's behind is Ben Hogan. Apparently a golf legend. Couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
That's the truth.
New to golf. Tim's new to golf.
Newer to golf. I'm the new guy, Every podcast.
That's a
gotta have
banana
one.
stat. More than Tiger.
Actually, is that shocked me too.
This is his course.
Damn.
Yep. And then this was a tweet somebody sent to me, which is bananas. How locked in is Jordan? After hitting his second shot on 13 to about 20 feet, this is during his warm-up, Spieth wanted to practice hitting some wedges into the green, so caddy, Mike Greller, great guy. Poor guy's going to lose all his hair, by the way. Did you see that picture the other day?
Yeah. Not great. Keep your hats on, Mikey.
Yeah. Or don't be Jordan's caddy. But so Greller drops a putter cover down and goes, all right, Jordan, it's 87 yards away. First shot, Jordan hit the cover.
Wow.
And Jordan's, goes back to his interviews, but he was basically like, I'm just like not hitting my irons as well as I want to, but I'm happy like with the progress I made. Dude, whoa.
I know. And then
So he's got another level basically is what he's saying, and he's not there yet.
or even like Nick Faldo said when at the Valero on 18, I loved that. And they were trying to measure it out, and he was straight up, when you're that good, that stuff doesn't matter. It's just feel. It's
they're
just
like,
feel,
how about
baby.
this tree right in front of him? He's like, he doesn't even see the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all feel, baby.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yep. So Jordan's ready.
I think so too.
I could spend all day on him, but those
Yeah.
are 2 things that to consider.
Love it.
And that'll do it for our tickets here, fellas.
I got 2
Yep.
more.
Oh wait.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh wait.
I
There's
just
more.
turned the page.
Sorry, there's 30 units on the line
Yeah,
here. That's him.
Apologies. Okay, actually, I have 4 more. For reading this correctly. Yeah, you get carried away. It's Masters Week.
Yeah.
It happens to everyone. Top 20s. They're all top 20s. 1 unit each. Abe Answer 2 to 1. Great value. Ryan Palmer 3 to 1. I'm not as confident on this. He's long and accurate tee to green, or off the tee rather. And he plays tough courses well. Like the Memorial last year, him and John Rahm in the final group. That was awesome. That's a very difficult course, and he's in good form. He's been playing well for a while now. Cantlay. He's minus 150. I really feel strongly about him this week, so I'm gonna lock it up with a top 20. I think that's a great bet. And then I also have Corey Connors.
Yep.
Like Andy does. He's in
dialed.
terrific form. And
I might even upgrade that Corey Connors to like a top 10.
probably unreal value there.
His strokes gained total is, I think it's like 4th or 5th in the field right now.
He's playing good golf.
Canadian guy. What's up, man?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I also like Mackenzie Hughes. I like Canadian guy.
I'm big on them. Adam Hadwin's probably the only one I don't like because he says he's never played hockey and he never had an interest. Hey, man, you're from Canada.
Yeah, there's something you got
I didn't
to
know
fix
that was
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, fellas, I'm excited to hit these bets hard with you guys. And we have a little thing that Cam has made up here for our Masters week. A couple of things that maybe you guys at home are going to bet on, and we can give you a little bit of insight. Cam, why don't you kick us off with our first thing there?
Let's do a little creation bets, which hopefully soon our boy Young Jay over there will allow us to actually make these.
And we're working.
We're working on it, but just so you guys know, there's a little sneak peek into the future, but pretty soon we'll be able to make our own.
Oh yeah.
And one of them, I know I kind of thought was who's gonna be the best old guy.
Bernard Langer.
So I wrote out who I.
You mean to spell it?
No, if you guys asked me, I would have said him too. But we got Bernhard. This is his 37th Masters, which is crazy. But he's the most.
Check?
But then we got Freddie Couples. He's got. I checked everything. Freddie's got 36 Masters, and his college roommate actually was Jim Nantz. So I don't know if that.
I did not know.
I don't know if that gives him a boost.
I mean, I picked Freddie, so keep going.
And then we got Sandy Lyle. He was the first Brit to ever win, so he's kind of still kicking it.
Mm-hmm.
Larry Mize with the sick chip in, and then Ian Woosman. Those guys are all in their 60s. Which 60-year-old do you think will win? And you said Bernhard, and you said
I like Freddie.
Freddie?
Yeah.
Okay. I personally am a Bernhard guy myself.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And then the other thing, the big Masters thing is the debutantes, the amateurs that get to play. We had Joe Long, he's English, Charles Osborne, and Tyler Stafacci. I already clearly am in on Tyler because I have him making the cut. And Tom Brady picked him in his fantasy Masters fantasy.
If Tom Brady picked him, then
we all know he's a golf expert. In between him doing like Darth Vader things at Disney World, he's making golf picks. And
I like the kid Charles. His nickname is Ollie. I think that's awesome. Ollie Osborne, SMU kid. Good golf program there. He already has multiple amateur wins, and everything I could dig up, which was about a 5-minute Google, said that he's a fantastic iron player, which I thought was decent stat here for Augusta.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I think a lot of the amateur stuff is a crapshoot. So
I mean, do I really think, how confident am I in that?
Well, I was going to say, I saw Ollie Osborne's name and I said, that's fine. I'll go with him.
Yeah, he sounds pretty cool. And then we kind of touched on these ones already, but I know we got some friendships going on in this Masters.
Maybe enemies for number 2.
Maybe enemies number 2. I think
Does
they
anyone
started.
know?
Well, they went on vacations and stuff together. We'll just tell you who it is.
Yeah,
Brooks and DJ. I know they went on vacation and stuff. I think they might have had a falling out.
They supposedly fought at the Masters 3 years ago, right? Remember that?
Yeah, but they were on
4 years
vacation.
ago?
So I don't understand. I think they both got hot wives. I think they both were just like, oh, look, we made it.
The rumor was that DJ was in DJ and Paulina have like an open relationship.
Oh, that's 100% a rumor. I didn't. Are we breaking? We like
No, I don't know
TMZ for golf? No, I heard that too. I heard that too. Which it may or may not have involved DJ.
That's exactly. Or
okay,
Brooks,
so that's 2 sources.
Yeah.
Not confirming, but 2 sources.
I don't even know.
Alleging.
Yeah.
So
look, I heard it from a different person than he heard it from, so something's legit here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to know, who do you think finishes higher?
I am not super high on either guy this week. Obviously, DJ is the best player in the world, so that's a tough statement to make. But I'm just being comparative to his standards. I would go DJ for sure. Brooks, I don't know what's going on with him health-wise. I think I said that earlier, but I'm not worried about the engagement. I'm worried about his knee. That issue keeps popping up. So.
And he had to go down on the knee.
Yeah.
Possible re-injury.
That's
breaking
news.
Print it. I think DJ.
Yeah.
I was watching the Golf Channel today, doing a lot of work. If my boss is listening, they just they're loving the effort that he's put into those. He's the number 1 player in the world right now for a reason, but the effort he's put into from 170 yards and in is fantastic now.
Yeah.
The only reason I thought that this question was even worth asking is that, statistically, his putting is not what it was last year, and he got to world number 1 with his putting being good. And historically, throughout my lifetime of watching golf, you have seen DJ blow it. Whether he put on the putting green specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, you need a 5-footer to win a major? Nope, no chance.
Okay.
Need a approach shot from the bunker you just need a par, touch the sand, lose. He just does like that's the only reason I thought that this question was even worth asking. And then
it's a good one.
The other one we sort of hit on it already, or I even hit on it. Spieth or JT.
I think that's
two of the hottest golfers in the world right now. Who do you like? Tim?
I mean, are you joking or
straight up? Like, biased aside, like obviously put your boner away for Spieth for a minute and think statistically who wins this.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go with Jordan Spieth.
Fine.
Okay, I'll say it this way: had Jordan not won last week and came in like let's say like second or third and like didn't blow a lead or anything, but he just like played good golf, I think I would go JT.
Okay,
because
I like that.
But Jordan now winning and hit that the confidence that comes from winning, I think you can't measure in any stat.
No,
and especially at a course that he's already won at, I think Spieth. But that's close, and I think the two of them are going to battle.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
That'd be fun.
That'd be a sick
How
Sunday.
about a final grouping?
Oh,
that would be awesome. And then
because it's also two completely different games, so we wouldn't be seeing the two of them standing next to each other all day
ever. Just on the tee box.
Yeah, Jordan's got to go in the woods.
Yeah, Jordan on the pine straw, and JT from the fairway.
But I think he can scramble around here. I think that's why he plays well here.
Yeah, he can.
JT doesn't even have to. He's just gonna clinically eat this course.
Yeah,
up.
he's diabolical with those irons. It's downright outrageous.
It's awesome. It's a spectacle to watch, and I hope all of you at home can tune in. We're looking for big rounds out of Jordan, obviously. The three of us, even Cam, admitted.
Yeah, so I had to. They were kicking me, actually, to not say that he was going to do good, but I couldn't ignore it.
Justin, any thoughts on this weekend? We want to hear from you before we kind of wrap our things up here.
And jacket picks.
You know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna refrain from giving any golf picks or expertise out because I have none. But I am just gonna say that shout out you guys going 3 for 3 in your jacket picks last week.
Mm-hmm.
You guys crushed it as a group. So if you're out there listening, you enjoy the Masters, you like betting golf, you want to make some money. I don't know. These guys are getting hot and might not be the time to start fading them. You might want to start rolling with them. Dutcher is on record saying 70% for the month of April.
70%.
Oh, and we're keeping track of that.
Yeah.
So, which is fine.
So, I'm confident. So, if you're out there listening, start rolling with the boys because they're getting hot at the right time.
And this is, I think, the perfect segue into our jacket picks, fellas. It's our lock of the week. It's the bet we like the most, and you can only hear it on the podcast. I'm not putting this on social media.
Nope.
No one's gonna see this. If you're betting at home with the jacket picks, that's because you got to the end of the podcast, and we love you for that.
And we thank you.
Cam, Tim, hit me.
All right. Bergman Jr. Jr. top 20.
I love it.
Is even. That's even money.
Stealing.
I'm probably just going to do 2.5 units. Bergman, top 20. Book it. Cash it.
Yeah, DB. He's a sick player. Class of 2015 there. Same as Jordan.
He was the rookie of the year that year.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well, he had he had some sort of injury, right? Like a wrist injury. He changed his whole swing, and now he's just nasty again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With a different swing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thoroughbred.
Lock it in.
I love it.
Lock it in.
Tim?
Honest Dave answer. Top 20. I just gave him that nickname, by the way.
Honest Dave. I think I like that.
I feel like yeah, I like it. I'm in.
Super original.
Yeah. I mean,
I've never heard of an
really
Honest
Any
Dave
other
before.
Honest Daves you can think of?
Not off the top of the head.
the fruit pretty low there to grab.
Yeah.
So
all right. Abe, top 20 plus or 2-1, I'll say.
You got good odds. You got good juice on that.
Yeah, I love that bet. Again, like I said, I might have mispronounced it or misspoke last time, but he was 14 under going into Sunday. Even par keeps him in fourth place with JT, but he went four over, and people are going to overlook that, I think. And I think that's why his odds are as long as he. Dude is a dog. Plays well on hard courses. Plays well. Does not back down to harder fields. All over
flow
this.
too. Sick flow.
Oh my god.
Good hair.
Skis.
Oh, love it.
Yep.
To wrap up our jacket picks, I'm going with Paul Casey, top 20.
Oh, baby.
Paul's been there before. He's a scrambler.
Oh.
He actually is one of the best scramblers in the field here at Augusta. He's played well here before. It's even money for him to get a top 20. I love that bet. I I know we were doing our pre-show and I wrote it down, and the reaction I got out of the guys was good. So it makes me feel even better that you guys.
I think top 20s are like becoming our thing.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we found our niche there.
My favorite golf.
Who knows?
I found my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Paul has played this course many times before. He's even been in the lead at Augusta before. So I think he plays well, and he's coming into it right now with all. I know I'm the big stats guy, but all his strokes gained, important stats that he needs for Augusta in the last. I try to tweak around with like the last 30 rounds, last 10 rounds, see if there's a difference there. He's trending in the right direction. Paul Casey top 20 for a jacket. So just to wrap up our jacket picks, Andy, Paul Casey top 20, Cam, Daniel Berger top 20, Tim, Honest Dave Answer top 20. And those are our jacket picks, you guys. And I think with that, we're going to come to the end of our show here, folks, but couple of things we wanted to mention. First of all, you're going to want to go follow us. You're going to want to follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. On Twitter, it's at the Scramble_pod, and on Instagram, at the Scramble Pod, one word. I can't say much, but we got some exciting things in the works here at the Scramble. We will have a recap show up on Sunday, so the three of us, we're going to hang out. We're going to do friend stuff.
We'll be here.
Do friend stuff on Sunday.
Golfing in the morning,
Masters
in the afternoon.
Masters in the. I mean, I can't think of a better day.
Nope.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, we might be trying to get the camera out in the golf course, try to get some footage.
Yeah, we'll get some
footage of the boys. Yeah,
show you guys what we're all about, huh?
Bring the people along for the Sunday. Let everyone enjoy the Masters experience, huh?
Look, we're happy to have all you guys. We appreciate you listening to the pod. We're just getting going. The four of us, 5 of us, Alyssa as well. We're grinding to get this show off the ground and to really make waves here in this golf betting scene. But tweet at us, DM us, interact with us, and with that, you guys have any closing thoughts?
I think that this time next week or on Sunday night rather, we'll be talking about Jordan and how good he looks in his new green jacket. I really think that.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah. I'm just excited to see how good we look with 2 green jackets each of us with these locks of the week.
Yeah,
that's gonna look good.
I mean, and just for context again, because I feel like I didn't get my point across. 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Automatic.
3 for 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's episode 2 of the Scramble Pod. We'll see you guys on Sunday.
Thank you.